get ready with me while I do my pre-shower makeup and tell you guys about the time that my boyfriend cheated on me with my best friend and how I got the craziest revenge ever. This story also happened when I was like literally a freshman in high school. Like, this does not bother me anymore, but it is kind of hilarious to me now. Somehow I ended up meeting this guy. What should I call him? I'm gonna call him Jerry. And like, I need you to understand that like this kid was like in every way a crash out, like a total crash out. I think he was a year older than me. He might not have. I think he was. But as much as like a sophomore in high school could be a crash out, that was him. He was like a delinquent. Like, I don't know how I even met him, but we end up talking and he takes me on a date. And I remember on that date, I can't even talk. The tickets for the movie were like $20 for both of us, and I like offered to pay to be nice, and he was like, yeah, you know what, go ahead. So that was the beginning of our relationship. That's gonna tell you how things go. And now also around this time, an old friend that I used to be really close with in like 7th grade started texting me again. I'm gonna call her Kelly. And she was like, I have no friends. Like, please, like, I know I did you dirty because, I don't know, we had some falling out. But she was just like, please be my friend. And I'm a very forgiving person. I give people a lot of chances. And especially back then because I was really dumb. So I was like, you know what, sure, like, let's hang out, girl. So me and her end up hanging out, like, quite a bit. You know, we're going to the mall, like, doing things that people in their freshman year of high school do. I mean, there's not much that you can do. But we would hang out, like, all the time. And one day she was just like, I'm so sad. Like, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm so lonely. And I was just like, oh, well, like, since I have a boyfriend, like, why don't you text my boyfriend and he can, like, set you up with somebody? So I give her my boyfriend's Snapchat. Looking back, not the brightest decision. But, I mean, obviously I didn't think that she was gonna, like, you know. So then, from what I understand, she starts texting his friend and they go out on, like, one date, but she never really talked to me about it. Like, which was a little bit suspicious because, like, you're talking about how much you want a boyfriend and then, like, you're being set up with someone, you're not talking about it. But I don't know. I just, from what I understood, like, they didn't like each other. So I didn't question it anymore. And at the time, I was like, I don't know, maybe he rejected her, like, or something. Like, I don't know. But now that I'm looking back, actually, I've never thought about this before. Now that I'm looking back, I don't think that she actually ever went on a date with that guy. Hold on. Maybe they just told me that as, like, a lie. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll never know. Anyways, back to my relationship. This guy was, like, the dumbest guy I've ever met. Like, fully stupid. Like, he just, like, lights were on, no one was home. And that was kind of annoying to me, but like I said, I was desperate for male validation, so I stuck with him. And he would make stupid decisions over and over and over and was super inconsiderate of my feelings. And, you know, freshman, you're never going to find a good boyfriend freshman year. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. But he also, like, for some reason was really controlling about the way that I looked. And I remember, like, I was dead set on getting bangs. Looking back, bad decision. He was low-key right. Like, he low-key gagged me a bit because he was right. But he did not want me to get bangs. And he, like, freaked out when I got them. And that was, like, the beginning of the end. I don't know what it is. He, like, told me I reminded him of his sister. Which, mind you, I look absolutely nothing like his sister. And his sister didn't have bangs. So that didn't make any sense to me. But at that point, he just and would, like, literally publicly hang out with other girls. And I remember he was having, like, an end-of-year, like, pool party, okay? And I was obviously supposed to go because I'm his girlfriend. And mind you, his parents love me, too. So, like, they, like, were expecting me to be there. But he tells me, he's like, oh, the pool party's not happening because I have to work on my driver's ed homework. I'm like, huh? Because I went to driver's ed. They don't give you homework. Like, I mean, of course, I didn't know that at the time, but anyway. So I'm, like, devastated because after this party, he was supposed to be going on this, like, 2-week vacation or something. Like, I wasn't going to see him for a very long time. And I'm already feeling like he doesn't like me. And I'm you know, I mean, I have abandonment issues. So I was tweaking a little bit. And then I just remember that he was like, yeah, I finished my homework, but honestly, like, just don't come. Like, I don't want you here. Like, you're kind of, like, ugly and I don't like you. Like, he literally just, like, was in front of his friends, like, called me and was just so mean to me. Like, so obviously I'm devastated and I'm heartbroken. And I was just like, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. And, you know, I ate ice cream and did all the things that you do when you have a breakup. But then, like, I go on Instagram, not even, like, 2 hours later, and he posts a picture with 2 girls in bikinis, like, hugging him. So I was like, okay, this is, like, crazy calculated. Like, what did I do to this man? So he goes on his vacation, and I don't know. He's, like, texting me throughout the vacation, like, begging for me back. I was like, no, but obviously he convinced me and we get back together. And then by the time he comes back, we're like hanging out, everything is normal. And I'm still hanging out with Kelly because, like I said, we were like besties at this point. And like clockwork, another month goes by and me and him have plans to like, I forget what we were gonna do. We were going out to eat or something like that. It doesn't even matter, but he like stops answering me and completely stands me up. And then I go on her story, my best friend, Callie's story, and see a picture of them canoodling at the movie theater. Yeah, so imagine my surprise when I saw that because, like, so obviously as anybody would react, like, this is like the second time he's done me dirty like this, and now it's with my bestie that literally begged me to be her friend, and I started, like, blowing up her phone because I was mad and she has me blocked. So now I'm realizing I think he might have been talking to her for longer than I thought. So he texts me, he's like, sorry, I just like her better. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I was more hurt by her because, like, she is the one that owed me loyalty. Like, men are going to do what they're going to do. And I even knew that when I was, like, 14. But whatever. She eventually unblocks me and she's like, we will have one conversation about this. You literally are dating my boyfriend. What? And from what I can remember, not one thing that was productive came out of that conversation at all. She basically didn't feel bad and was like, sorry, like, he likes me better. So after that, I move on with my life when one day, guess who texts me? Gary. And what he said to me, after all this man has the audacity to text me and be like, can you help me break up with Kelly? Like, I just really miss you and I should have never, like, left you for her. Like, she's just really boring and I don't like her and I need your help because, like, this is really hard. And this is where I had a crazy idea. So I was like, sure, I will help you. And I did. And he did exactly what I told him to say. And then I blocked him. Ha! You got no one now! I always win, like, the yapathon. Like, I literally yap so much that I'm not even gonna finish my makeup. But I hope that you guys finish your makeup. I'm literally just gonna go take a shower, so it doesn't matter. But, I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you have fun wherever you're going.
Also, today I'm at work and I get a call from my son's school and they're like, hey, we can't get a hold of such and such, my son's friend's mom, and we have my son's friend up in the nurse's office and he's sick and we're trying to get somebody to come get him and you're listed as his emergency contact, so we're calling you. And in my head I was like, I did not realize I was his emergency contact. What's going on? So I'm on the phone with the school and I'm like, absolutely, I will come get him right now. Like, I don't want him sitting up there. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come get him. So I run out of work. I go to my car. I don't work very far from the school. I'm up there in about 10 minutes and I'm trying to call his mom on the way to the school. Calls are not going through. So I start freaking out. Like, what happened to his mom? Like, what is going on? You know what I mean? So I get to the school. I ring the buzzer and I'm like, hey, I'm here to check out my son's friend. And they're like, oh, well, there's 2 people here to pick up your son's friend right now. Just come on in the school. So I go in the school. The first thing I see is my son's friend and his mom. And she looks dead at me. We both start dying laughing. She was like, girl, I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you that I put you as an emergency contact and my phone was dead. Laughing, like, what? And then the front office lady, she comes over to, like, see what's going on, you know? She's like, oh my god, I didn't even realize I called you. Like, Jalen's mom, your name on the emergency contact was just Gabrielle. Like, I had no idea it was Gabrielle Egan. After that, like, I leave the school, obviously. He goes with his mom, and I text her. I was like, bahaha. Like, that was so freaking funny. And she was like, you passed emergency contact training. That's for sure. Oh my god, what is my life, y'all?